We have had a busy summer, and a word that comes to mind that represents our work is transformational. Hi, I'm Lori Young, Director of the Career Development Center, and I'm grateful to share the transformations we've made, those underway, and maybe even touch on what we hope for the future. The college's strategic plan calls for us to guide students and young alumni to more intentionally set the stage for their professional journeys. While our work in the Career Development Center plays a big role in this effort, we're grateful for the role you as alumni volunteers play in this guidance as well. I wanted to take this opportunity to update all of you on several priorities we put in place at the beginning of the summer to move our work in the direction it needs to go for our students and alumni. The highest priorities have been to 1. Rebrand the office and increase our marketing. 2. Update our digital interface. 3. Integrate career education into classes and student experiences. And where you all come in is to make it easy for students to connect to the alumni network. So first, with rebranding and marketing, our biggest accomplishment is that we've changed our name from the Career Center to the Career Development Center. I want to thank Peter McElhenney and members of the Careers Committee for helping us generate possibilities for new names and provide feedback on the ones under consideration. Second, we know technology is where students spend most of their time, and we needed to update our digital interface. We launched a new career management platform called Handshake that replaces OBOps. This new interface promises greater student engagement, content, and opportunities. With Handshake, students can discover jobs and internships with over 200,000 employers, and this is all based on their profile and the interests they enter in the system. They can also use Handshake to request an appointment with a career advisor, access Oberlin's career development resources, and learn about upcoming events. This new system makes it so much easier for students to access what they need whenever they need it. Third, we can't always wait for students to come to us, so we're proactively finding ways to integrate career development into the student experience. We need to be where they are, in the classroom, in the residence halls, and where they meet for things they engage in outside of class. We developed a career education curriculum for faculty, staff, and student groups to request career education programs. These programs range from topics like Explore Your Interests, targeted for those students who want to narrow their focus a bit, to Tell Your Story, for those students ready to communicate all of the highlights of their education and experience in their resumes, cover letters, and interviews. Lastly, we need to make it so easy to connect students to the alumni network. Many of you have already signed up to be an advisor in our new platform called Wiser. In fact, over 1,500 alumni and parent volunteers have completed profiles and are ready to respond to students who request career conversations. We are thrilled with the alumni response, and now that the students are back, we have a marketing campaign underway to get students excited about it too. Now we can refer them to experts to gain advice from alumni in the careers and industries they want to explore. While they want the advice, they don't always know how to reach out. Wiser solves that problem with an easy interface for students to identify alumni by industry, career, and geographic region, and request a conversation in just a matter of minutes. We did a needs assessment in the spring of 2016. And one significant gap we found was that students and recent alumni were not prepared to make contact with alumni and employers from their major. In fact, only 10.8% of current students and 7.2% of recent alumni felt prepared to reach out to alumni. We have a lot of room for improvement, and we are in good shape with Wiser to shift these percentages significantly. I'd like to share how to sign up for Wiser and some tips to help make reaching out to alumni less scary for students. Yes, most of them are a little intimidated to reach out to all of you. We do our best to ease that fear by telling them that you, the alums in Wiser, signed up voluntarily and want to talk to them. If you haven't already signed up for Wiser, it's very easy. It takes less than 5 minutes to set up your profile. It's even easier if you have a LinkedIn account, which you can use to import most of your profile information. Some tips for you to help students as they are searching profiles would be to include your photo, especially one with a friendly smile or one that helps them to identify what you do. And to select as many industries where you have knowledge and experience. So, for example, if you have a community engagement role as a board or a committee member in a certain industry, say like education, but you work professionally in technology, I recommend selecting both education and technology industries. I also have some tips for when you start to get requests from students to set up a phone conversation. First, please respond as soon as you can. If students muster up enough courage to reach out and they don't get a response, they lose confidence. Please respond. Even if you have to say that you can't connect for a few weeks, let them know you've received their request. Second, start the conversation with some intake questions to help you know what they need. Easy questions like, how can I be most helpful to you? Then, once you know what they need and how you can be helpful, you can share your advice, stories, experience, life learning, and hopefully some tips to help keep moving them along. With Wiser, you can also let us know how the conversation went and if the student needs a little help from one of us. After the conversation, you get to provide feedback that will only be seen by Oberlin staff. It is intended so you can let us know how things went, and we will certainly follow up with students based on your suggestions. We are all in this effort together, and we are so grateful to have such a strong alumni base of support that our students can access within minutes using Wiser. If we've been successful, we anticipate that 1, students will be aware of the options available to them and they have direction. 2, students will be ready and prepared to be competitive for opportunities related to their goals. 3, students will be prepared to navigate their professional journeys with well-developed career management skills like building a network and articulating their value. And lastly, we hope to see students see the value of a liberal arts education as part of their postgraduate plans. We also aspire to see that recent alums have made successful transitions into their first destination experience, that they're prepared to navigate their early career transitions, and that alumni see their alma mater as a resource for professional development in the first few years after graduation and well beyond. We want alumni to feel like they're well networked within their chosen career fields, and they are also eager to pay it forward, and the percentage of alumni engaged in supporting students through career advice, internships, and job placements represents the largest segment of our volunteer base. We have a great start, and the momentum is building to take us on a journey where Oberlin College is a leader among selective liberal arts colleges in career development. Thank you for being a part of the journey as alumni volunteers. We can't be successful without you.